Hey guys, it's Shauna the Tax Goddess. Today I was just inspired, so I hope you're okay with two videos today. So today's video, the second video, is about your Airbnb. Now, Airbnb, of course, was massively popular before COVID. COVID kind of cut it off for a little while. And now, of course, it's coming back. We are starting to see more investment in Airbnb. We're starting to see more businesses of Airbnb, and I'm going to explain why I'm making that emphasize more businesses of Airbnb, but also more passive Airbnb. Now, did you even know that you can do Airbnb as a business or as a passive investment? Okay. There are a couple of specific things that if your Airbnb meets the qualifications, that you can actually run an Airbnb as a business instead of as a passive real estate investment, which is really cool. Now, you have to decide in advance, what do you want to do here? Do you want to be a business? Most of the time we say yes, or do you want it to be passive? In some cases, passive is better. You might have some old passive losses from a business that you haven't been able to rent out. Maybe you have some real estate passive losses, but you're not a real estate professional, right? So make sure, big asterisks here, that you are chatting with your tax strategist and your CPA to make sure which of these is going to be better for you. Do we want the business or do we want passive in this particular case? Now, Shauna, really, what is the difference here between the business and the passive? So on the business side, if you have a short-term rental that has an average stay of 7 days or less, for which, big asterisk, for which you provide substantial services, then you have a real estate business, not a rental, okay? Now, business, substantial services, it's pretty vague. What does that look like, right? There's some gray area there. Now, some of the court cases that we have seen on substantial services are things like you driving to the airport, picking up your guests, bringing them to the location, helping them book tours and activities, providing a daily check-in. Maybe there's a breakfast, bed and breakfast type, think bed and breakfast type, right? So these are substantial services that would lead this to being a business rather than a passive investment or a passive rental, okay? On the other side of that, a passive rental, you have a lockbox on the door, there's a pin pad, there's a key, they open the door, they get in, they're done, okay? Now, a real estate business that is reported as a business, so this is typically reported on Schedule C as a sole proprietorship, okay? You're going to show the income that you receive from the rental as business income, okay? In this case, short-term vacation rental business income because it's less than 7 days, right? And you then get to deduct all of your expenses. Mortgage interest, HOA, utilities, property tax, repairs, furnitures, all these kinds of things. You can also take depreciation as a deduction, okay? If you have a passive real estate business, you still get to report all the income and expenses, but big asterisks, unless you are a real estate professional or your income is below a certain limit, typically around $150,000 a year, then you will not get to take any of those losses from that business, including depreciation, which is often a big one. You will not be able to take any of the losses from that business against your other income. So for example, if your spouse has a W-2 and you're the one managing your business Airbnb, all your business losses are just like a business that can offset your spouse's W-2. It's a fantastic strategy, okay? Now, the other thing you have to be careful of is that if it's a business and you're making a profit, you will have to pay the 15.3% self-employment tax on whatever profit you make. So, of course, how do you get rid of profit? You call the tax goddess, and we help you get some tax strategies within your new Airbnb business to make sure that we are reducing your total profit below zero to help you offset any of the other income that you may have, okay? So there's always a ton of questions with this, right? Is your rental really a real estate business or is it a real estate investment? Is it passive? If it's a real estate investment, is your AGI over adjusted gross income? Is it over 100, 250,000, which means your losses might be limited, right? They're not gone, but they're trapped, okay? If you have a real estate business, will you have some self-employment tax income? Only if you have profit, okay? How much depreciation will you have? Do you want to speed it up? Do you want to slow it down? What do you want to do with depreciation? Okay, so there's lots and lots and lots of questions here. And of course, we don't like leaving people on their own to figure this stuff out. So if you think that you might qualify either for the passive side or for the business side, Tax Goddess does that. About 40% of our practice is real estate. So we'd be happy to answer any questions, happy to help you navigate which way should you go based on your situation and the types of things that are on your return. It's one of the things that I personally love to do is the tax strategy side, right? Making it custom for each person in each situation. So if you have any questions or you want to talk about any of this, reach out to the team and I. You can always find us at taxgoddess.com. Absolutely happy to support you. My brain went to happy and healthy because I love doing taxes and it makes me happy and healthy to do taxes, which I know makes everybody else just cringe, but the benefits of being a goddess. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day and I look forward to helping you answer any of these questions, making sure that your strategy is the right strategy for you. So hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.